I'm Katie Clancy, Chief House Hawker for the Cape House at William Ravis.
And I'm Sarah Lapsley Martin of Team Martin Lapsley at Kinlan Grover Real Estate. And this is What's Good Cape Cod, where we show you the Cape through the eyes of a couple of locals.
Every week, we tell you about a person, a place, and a thing we think you should know about.
So this week, we talk all about a knitter of knockers. We'll explain more. A cool way to have a beer this winter and local sledding hotspots.
Okay, Sarah, you need to tell me about the knitter of knockers.
Yes, so I will explain. I don't personally know this person. Her name's Diane McStay. I came across an article about her on the Cape Cod Healthcare website, and I really just felt that I wanted to give her a shout out. I thought she'd be a great person. So Diane is a Cotuit resident. She's been knitting for over 70 years. And 2 years ago, she came across information about knitted knockers. So knitted knockers are prosthetic breasts for women who have undergone mastectomies. And they're exactly what they sound like. They're knitted versions compared to silicone. And I guess silicone versions can be like hot and heavy and expensive. So people are really loving this knitted version. And this project was really near and dear to Diane's heart because 20 years ago, she had breast cancer, she had a mastectomy, and she really wished that she had known about this that many years ago. And she decided to look into this nonprofit website, and she found out that there were like 20 groups across Massachusetts, but there wasn't one on Cape Cod. So 2 years ago, she formed the first Cape Cod chapter of Knitted Knockers, which is amazing to have it here locally.
Yeah.
Has a few other volunteers that help her. A few names I found were Rachel Hicks, Judy Kimber, and Carolyn Pine. They all got together and they've made hundreds here for women on the Cape. The volunteers, they actually go out and they have to buy like an extra soft yarn and they buy it themselves. It takes them 3 to 4 hours to complete. Real labor of love. They really are helping all these other women on the Cape Cod that need this. And you can find them. They don't mail them or anything because it just wouldn't make sense money-wise. So
Yep.
You can find them at Cape Cod Hospital and at the hospital in Falmouth as well. Now you've heard of these.
Yes. Yeah. So with my involvement with Cape Wellness Collaborative, we deal with people with all kinds of cancer, but breast cancer is the most significant cancer on the Cape.
Okay.
And people who have had mastectomies and either don't want reconstruction surgery or are not candidates for it. And that's the thing that is sometimes really hard for women is they would like to get reconstruction, but they can't. And
Right.
It's a real impact to their identity as a woman, as a person, just as the body that they know. And to be able to have some semblance of that back is such a gift.
I agree.
And they make them in all sizes too.
Yeah, and so that's what she said. They make them in all sizes, and I thought that was really cool. So they're like washable and they're lightweight, but you make some of them out of like a quick dry yarn, so you can actually wear it in your bathing suit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so perfect for Cape Cod in the summertime.
Yeah,
and it's just amazing that these women are giving back and taking this time and a lot of effort to make these.
Yeah. Thank you, Diane.
Yes.
We don't know you yet, Diane, but we hope we get to.
Diane and Friends and Cape Cod
Yes.
Knitted Knockers chapter.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. All right. So we're kind of at a theme going this week, don't we? But there's a knocker theme. I don't know what's up with that. But our place is Naukabout. Talk to me about Naukabout Brewery.
Yes. So Naukabout
And what
Brewery,
special stuff is going on there?
Yes. So I absolutely love Naukabout. They're located in Mashpee on
Wait,
Lake
let me
Ave.
just stop you for a second. I have never heard you talk about a brewery that you didn't love. I'm just going to bring that up.
I haven't found one yet that I didn't love. So, put me to the test. We'll see. There's more exciting things coming this year, so I'm sure we'll talk about them.
Oh, yeah.
So this one's right off of Route 130. And actually like right past the brewery is Mashpee Pond and the river. So it's an awesome location. They've been there just for about 2 years now. And they have an indoor tap room, but they also have a huge like outside patio, beer garden area. We bring Liv, we go there and, especially warm summer days, they had food trucks and live music. And it's just a really cool vibe there. But the cool thing is now that we're getting into colder weather and we need things to do in the winter, they have these igloos. So they're literally like, it looks like an igloo. It's like a dome. And there's multiple ones of them. You could have 4 to 6 people sit in them. and they just look so amazing. I haven't gotten down there to try them yet. I just saw a picture of them, and I cannot wait to have another, just like some cool thing to do this winter.
Yeah. And the igloos, like I've seen those igloos before on like rooftop restaurants in New York City.
Yeah.
That was very cool, which they had just done sort of as a novelty, but it's
Right.
actually functional here at
Yeah.
Naukabout. Like
I
if
just
you want to
picture
be
sitting
outside.
with like the snow coming down and being in this igloo, like, I don't know. I'm really excited to try them.
Oh God, yes.
But a little more about the brewery. So they're doing food that you can do to go food. So you don't have to, be there. And they have 4-packs they do to go of their delicious beer. One of my favorites they did this summer was Salmon Pants, and it's a strawberry Hefeweizen. They have an apricot one too.
Is that like a wheat beer?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I like love it. And they always, so I'm not a big IPA fan.
I'm all about the IPA.
So you would love it. They have these things, they're called milkshake IPAs. I don't know if you've tried theirs, but so the most recent ones they had were like a cranberry one and an eggnog one. And
stop. Eggnog is my second favorite drink after beer.
I mean, this is a combination, and it's IPA. So like, you would love it. You need to get down there.
Yes.
And every time I go, the menu's different, and it's always changing their tap menu, which is awesome that you can try all these different ones. And you can bring some home, which is great as well. And what you love their beer? So you've had their beer.
I have had their beer. I haven't had the milkshake IPA, but I am going to get myself an egg.
You're like, okay, what am I doing?
Oh my gosh.
Run down there. And then the other thing that I really love about them is the story that's, everyone's like, what is Naukabout? What does that mean? And so the story started over 30 years ago. One of the co-founders' fathers, actually. So his dad would come home from work, and he would change out of his workabouts, and he would go tell his sons to change into their knockabouts. And this was in order to go outside, have some fun. And so ever since then, knockabout really meant doing the things that you love to do after doing the things you have to do. Yep. And the guys at Naukabout, they say, whatever your passion is, whether it's, barbecues in the backyard, seeing a concert, going fishing, or just relaxing on the beach, that is what Naukabout is all about.
Oh,
yeah, I really love that. Isn't
like
it?
I needed another reason to drink it.
Another reason to love their beer.
To love them. Yeah. All right. So our place, our thing, actually doesn't have much to do with knockers. It's the only one.
Yeah.
So our thing this week is sledding, because it's winter. Yay, sledding. Yay. And I thought it would be fun to make sure everybody knows the good places to go sledding here. So we're hoping for some snow. Last winter we just had like one flurry, like in the middle of the night in March.
That was really all the snow. We didn't have any snow, I feel like, last year.
I think the least Mother Nature could do is just give us a couple of fun snow days. Yeah. I think that would be nice.
Just a couple, nothing too crazy.
A couple, yeah. I'm like, I'm being very careful what I'm asking for here. So I did a little, survey, informal crowd sourcing to find out where people went sledding, because I know where we take our kids sledding. And almost universally, people were naming golf courses. Yeah. And Dennis Highlands got very high marks. I know that Bayberry also has a great hill at the driving range down there. Yeah. And Bayberry, not Bass. Bass River has like a big down and then up, so you can go up and down both sides.
Yeah. Cool.
Which is good. But then this is what I was looking for, is people had like their different little quirky places that they went for sledding. So if you've got like little kids, like these hills at the golf courses are kind of monster. They're like hills, and people build like jumps and moguls, and like it's pretty hardcore sledding.
Yeah.
But if
at your own risk.
Yeah. If you want to kind of, tone it down a little bit, at the Ezra Baker Elementary School in West Dennis, they have a good hill in their playground where you can go down, and it has a long run. So like, even if they do sort of take off the nut, like some of these sledding spots like take you over water and into the road. Like, no, this is not good. So this just is in the, like in the play area out there at Ezra Baker. And then, so I actually live on the power lines, and if you've ever run or walked on the power lines,
Yep.
they're really hilly.
Yeah.
And so right outside my door, literally my kids go right out the back door, and they've got a great hill to go out there. So you can find the power lines, you can see them on a map, and you
Yep.
can just sort of pull up on the side of, any road that they're on. Like right here, this one, you could pull up on Old Bass River Road, and you can walk right over to the hill. And
I never would have thought about going there. Like I've walked the dog and stuff there. I just never really thought about it, but that's a
if
great
it's a hill and it gets snow on it, you
Yeah.
can sled down it. So,
Love it.
yeah. But
Well,
not.
everyone has to tell us if they have any great spots. Put them in the comments. Let
That's
us
what we
know.
want to hear. Absolutely want to hear about any other good sledding spots. Come on, don't be stingy. Share it.
Tell us.
Good for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I think now you know what's good Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Keep following us, and before long, you'll know Cape Cod like we know Cape Cod.